This video was created using a training platform and is for training purposes only. No real students or real student data was used. In this video, we will walk through the steps for documenting attendance, observation, and progress monitoring data within the PowerSchool Analytics and Insights platform used to document Tier 3 math interventions in the state of Alabama. In our previous videos, we created a math intervention, enrolled students in the intervention, assigned staff, and set the schedule for the intervention. To begin collecting data within the intervention, you want to make sure that you are inside that intervention. So this is the dashboard for our example intervention that we created. To begin documenting, you want to scroll down. About halfway down the page, you will see Student Overview. On the Student Overview page, you will see individual student cards. As you enter data for each student, it will display on their student cards. Let's look first at entering attendance data. It is required for all Tier 3 interventions to document attendance within the intervention. There are two different ways you can do this. You can manually enter attendance data by selecting the appropriate attendance option for each student, or there is a bulk option. You can go over to the left-hand side, select all of your students or as many students as you would like. Select that bulk option, set attendance. Once you do that, it will default to what you selected for all of those students. Even after you utilize that bulk option, you can go back and make adjustments. Again, documenting attendance within the intervention is required. It is also recommended that you document the number of minutes the students are engaged in those K-5 math interventions. Just like with setting attendance, you can manually enter the amount of time that the students were in that intervention, or you can bulk add that by selecting Add Time Attended. Select 30 minutes that students were in the intervention that day, and it will populate. All of these data are connected to the date in this field. You can always go back and enter attendance data from previous intervention dates. You cannot enter attendance data for future dates. So all of these data that we entered are connected to Friday, May 2nd. Next, let's look at observations. This is where you can record engagement levels within the intervention. As a reminder, observational data is recommended. It is not currently required. I encourage you to discuss with your LEA how this data may support problem-solving team conversations. Just like with attendance, there are two different ways you can document engagement levels. You can manually enter that for each student, or again, there is a bulk option where you can go and select all of your students or as many students as you would like. And you can set the observation and it will populate for all of those students. Again, just like with attendance, you can make adjustment after that bulk option has been utilized. The last area for data collection that we will discuss is the goals area. Remember, for this example, we utilize the Do the Math intervention. What you will see when you go into the goal area for your K-5 math interventions will be the specific goal areas aligned to that Elementary Math Task Force approved resource. For Do the Math, you will see that there are 13 different goal areas. You will not add progress monitoring data for each of those goal areas. You will most likely add progress monitoring data for one of these goal areas. And for this example, we utilize Number Core as the module for these 3 students within this intervention. So again, just like with observation and attendance, anything we enter will be connected to the date in this date field. So I am going to go to Number Core and I am going to enter my progress monitoring data for my 3 students. Notice I am only entering in that progress monitoring data next to the goal area for these students within the intervention they are receiving. Once I do that, I can go back to my student overview, and that data should automatically save when you exit those input screens. So now you will see the student cards, the attendance data, the observation data, and my progress monitoring data. And that data will continue to change as you enter in more data points for each student. So, in conclusion, this platform supports collaborative documentation across roles and provides a centralized view of student progress within the Tier 3 math interventions. This tool is utilized to document attendance data, instructional engagement, and to monitor student progress through those goals. If you have any questions about utilizing this platform to collect and enter data, please reach out to your regional coordinator for further guidance.